So the process that I followed to get this program off the ground and available to folks, it really started at the beginning of the pandemic. And I just had lots of conversations with clients and other consultants who were struggling with, oh my goodness, I have all these in-person programs and how do I move them to online? So it was a lot of conversations, which ended up being understanding what the need was. And then I had a couple of colleagues who asked me to kind of coach them or advise them. And so I'd work with them one-on-one, helping them transform or redesign their programs. And that kind of planted the seed. And out of that grew, I think I have something that I can contribute here and something that I can share. So I kind of decided I'm going to do this program and communicated it and set up the dates. And then, of course, was busy scrambling, trying to get it ready and to figure it all out. So so the process was really starting with having conversations with folks and just understanding what people were struggling with. So I think there's a few things that I'm proud of in this program that I'm happy to hear that that the I4PL thought it made the program award worthy as well. So first and foremost, the program has a really solid design. I've been working in learning and development for over 20 years, and I've had the CTDP designation for, I'm not sure, maybe a dozen years at this point. So I really believe in solid instructional design. So that's kind of the first part of it. The other thing that I really like about the program and was important to me is that people are getting real work done. So they come into the program with a course that they need to design for online delivery. And then over the course of the program, they're actually working on it so that when they come out, they have something tangible that they can really work with. So there's a lot of application. It's not just the theory. And then I think the other piece was going back to kind of how this all originated and me having conversations with people to understand what the need was. I think this program really met people in their moment of need. So I met them where they needed help the most. So at the original version, there have been a few versions, but the original version was redesigning a program for online delivery. And so it assumed they had an in-person program that they were going to design for online, and it gave them really tangible, concrete steps to do that. The second iteration of the program has been recognizing that a lot of learning and development folks have maybe already redesigned their program. So it's backing it up a little bit and adding some upfront information and content around just instructional design in general. And so again, recognizing that the need is maybe shifted, and so shifting the program accordingly. And now the third iteration, which I'm working on right now, is really building out that upfront piece on instructional design and changing it into a blended program. So I think needs are always shifting, and I think if we can be in tune to that and meet people where they are, that makes for a great program. Done. There's a few people that I'd like to thank for getting this program off the ground and for allowing it to continue. First, I'd like to thank Paul Shields. He's my technical producer and has been absolutely my right-hand support person. He helped me get started in July 2020 when I first launched it, and admittedly didn't always know what I was doing. And he was so quick to answer questions for me and just support me along the way. So I'm so appreciative, Paul, for all your help. The other person I want to thank is my admin assistant, Burmi Evangelista, and she's come on board more recently than Paul, but she's the one who's helping me keep the program going on an ongoing basis. So connecting with participants beforehand and during the program and helping me build out kind of new iterations. So thank you, Burmi, for all of your help too. And then the third group, actually not an individual, but the third group I'd like to thank is all the participants who've taken the program. And I know at the very beginning, I feel like people knew me and they knew what I did, but it was a new thing for me to offer my own thinking kind of out into the world instead of just designing programs for clients to own. So me offering a program with things that I knew was a bit of a leap of faith for me. And I so appreciate the people, especially those first folks who joined and took a chance with learning from me. So I appreciate that. And those first cohorts, but even ongoing cohorts have really been supportive. I think they recognize that I'm a small business. I have my own practice, and I like to keep offering this to as many people as I can. And so they've been giving me ongoing support, promoting it, always providing me with rich feedback. In the submission for this award, I emailed them all and I said, it's 6 months later, what's the impact that it's had now? And just being really willing to provide that feedback and help me along the way. So thank you to all the participants who've been in the program. And I look forward to having more of you in the program so we can learn from each other. Thank you.